Welcome to HortTube. My name is Jim Putnam and this is a Chinese snowball bush. I actually covered the Chinese snowball bush in a video earlier in the fall very thoroughly. I'll link it in the description of this video. Today I'm planting this one in my white garden, and I said in that detailed video that they're semi-evergreen. Well, we've had a very cold start to this winter this year. I'm in mid-January now, and you can see it's basically deciduous in my area. If you go further south into zone 8 or 9, they definitely are more evergreen in those spaces. But you can kind of go into panic mode because one year, last year it was fully evergreen all through the winter, and this year it's basically been stripped clean, and I'll probably end up cutting out about a third off the top of this plant after it flowers in the spring. These Chinese snowball bushes bloom in the late spring with a big gigantic cluster of white flowers. In my area here in 7B, I don't know if this will be true in your area, most of the time if our fall is kind of extended a little bit, these can repeat bloom some in October. Almost always do actually in my area. If you need to prune them, like I'm going to need to prune this off a little bit, you do it after they flower in the late spring or early summer, and you can get after them pretty hard. And that's what I'm going to do with this plant, because these can end up getting 15 feet, even 20 feet in height. I've seen them before, and I kind of want to keep this one in the 4 to 6 or maybe 7 or 8 foot range over time where I'm going to put it. I don't want to let it become a tree. So I'm going to let the thing bloom every late April and May. As soon as it's finished, I'm probably going to end up cutting this thing in half because it can grow reasonably fast. You can get a foot of growth out of these in a single season if they're happy in your yard. These are resistant to most pests. Deer pretty much leave them alone. Just fantastic additions, and they're so super showy, with those big giant clusters of white flowers. I'm going to do another variety of snowball bush, the eastern snowball bush. I'm actually going to add to my white garden as well, and it's easier to keep small. I'm going to do that video coming up soon. This is kind of a tree version, and I think when people think of a snowball bush, this is the one they're thinking of. But if you're on a small lot, the eastern snowball bush may be a better choice for you. They get baseball-sized clusters of flowers, where this one's going to get softball or bigger clusters of flowers on them. The space I'm putting it in is a lot of heavy clay. I always amend the soil with some pine bark soil conditioner in my yard. I'll leave it up high and dry. This is a plant that's going to be pretty drought tolerant once it's established. It does bloom in that late spring or early summer time frame, and sometimes the rain is backed off in my area a little bit at that point, and we're just getting hit and miss thunderstorms. So I will keep an eye on it. The flower buds are really good on these about kind of weeping over a little bit. You'll see them dangling a little bit if it's dry. If you see that, drag a water hose over to it. Just absolutely drown the space around it, and then leave it alone. Let it dry out again. Don't over mulch it. Don't mulch up on the stems at all. If you're in zone 6 to 9, this Chinese snowball bush, if you have enough room for it, is just really a can't miss type of large shrub or small tree, and it'll stop traffic. If the Chinese snowball gets too big for the space you have, I'll put up that video for the eastern snowball next week, and it's pretty much a shrunken down version of this, and much more easy to maintain in a small lot, or if you just don't have room for another tree. So anyway, thank you very much for watching my video, and don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel for future videos. Thanks again.